For the past 4 months, arksurvivalevolved kept trolling me with one kind of saddle. It kept showing up in every video and you guys kept asking. So today I'm finally going to do Procoptodon Only. However, since playing it normally would be way too easy, I mean it literally took me a few minutes to get hide and wandering the map was also free of danger, I decided to eat a rare flower, which gave me an idea. You see, a while back, Opal, the ARK creator that you might recognize, created a mod that makes all dinos aggressive. Now, I told him I would use it sometime and I'm pretty sure that this is the perfect time to do so. Since they are going to be aggressive, wandering the map is going to be close to impossible and the early game will be riddled with deaths. Many deaths. Anyways, before we get on with the video, I'm gonna have to quickly ask you to subscribe as the vast majority of you watching are unsubscribed. And with all that yapping out the way, I deleted my old save file and spawned in on Lost Island to become king of the kangaroos and take down the Dinopithecus. Okay, so if I put this here and I consume this... Oh no, no. Well, I can't even yeah. I'm just gonna die. Well, this is gonna be interesting. The effect should persist even if I died. Yup. Yep. I stand faster than them while swimming, so that's good to know. Well, I was definitely going to die a lot. However, until Procoptodons get a chance to spawn, I made sure to use that time to get through with the basics and learn some engrams. Oh yeah, we also got this thing, which I'm very excited to show you. So that's gonna be very cool. Next, I smashed some rocks for flint, which I then used to make a hatchet. Since Lost Island doesn't have explorer nodes, I settled to crafting cooking pots for XP. This should be huge. Bam, 3 levels. Ooh, okay. While I'm crafting and doing things, I must also be extremely wary of the locals. No, okay, GG. Dude. After making my way back, I noticed that crouching actually makes them way less likely to notice me, which is a strat that has come in clutch throughout many of my Every Dinoist videos. So obviously, it came in clutch again. Why is he not attacking me? Actually no, I don't even care. What I did care about was making a bow. I guess I don't kill him, because I more than definitely can't kill him. So I guess I just go away. After escaping the Procoptodon, my next goal was to get metal, and the only way to do that was through my favorite, river rocks. Oh, yeah, crouching is OP. If I manage to crouch in time, that is. With no way to deal damage to them or defend myself, the early game is bound to be painful. Yep. Oh no, he's running away. Okay, somehow. Oh yeah, and as of right now, things are super chill, as later on, when the Procoptodons finish spawning, things are only gonna get harder. But anyways, my goal of getting metal still stands. Okay, no, crouching isn't that overpowered apparently. Dude! Am I gonna die as many times as I died in like my Giga Only video? Or what? Well, maybe I won't have as many deaths as Giga Only, but the deaths will definitely be up there. Yes, oh, hello. Wow. Hello, Australians. Oh my god, that's a lot of kangaroos. Hello. No, okay. I could just crouch and go where I need to go with crouch, but that's gonna take 10 years. So I'd rather just spam respawn. It also doesn't help that it keeps spawning me further and further away the more I die. Which is very stupid, because I died like here, and it spawned me here, then it spawned me here, and it spawned me literally here, which is insane. Nice. Hello. Ah, it bites me and then goes away. Okay. Okay, I need to go there. But this guy's coming. Ow. Just kill me. Oh, we're in a good spot. But this guy might... No! As it turns out, crouching isn't as overpowered as I thought. This guy's gonna set me back 15 minutes. No! Oh, we're back. Ow. Dude, what? Ooh, there's a Procoptodon everywhere, man. I can't even spawn. I can't even move. Sometimes the Procoptodons can also bug out, which gives me a few seconds of peace. Hello, it was bugged. They left me alone, thank you. That scared me. Anyways, with my items recouped, it was time to continue leveling up with some cooking pots. Oh yeah, and also grab the local metal as I will need it to make a crossbow, because these guys are pretty easy to counter underwater. Thanks to me smashing and crafting a lot of things, I reached level 24, which allowed me to learn a bunch of engrams. Not the crossbow though, or at least not yet. And I'm gonna die. Okay. Nice. Okay. I was not expecting this to go this badly and be this hard. But I guess it's enjoyable for you, so keep going. Hi there. Oh yeah, they also have like a super good turning radius, so actually kiting them is very hard compared to Rex or something. Also, before anyone decides to comment, I will not be using rafts this playthrough because they are very overpowered. Okay, let me grab this and we gotta go. Yeah, I'm stuck on the rock, Dude, this is... I'm literally gonna die as many times as it takes until I get my stuff back and manage to put down a forge to get the Schmitty, get the crossbow and get hide. Wait, for the Schmitty I need hide. Okay, so then the problem is how do I get hide? Is it even worth it for me to keep trying to like get my stuff back? Okay, I'll give it 3 more attempts. 2 more attempts. And if I don't get my stuff back, then I guess I just try moving somewhere else. I have 3 hours to get my stuff back, so it's fine. And I'm gonna respawn somewhere else. Okay, got a lot of things to pick from, so changing my thing shouldn't be too hard. Let's try Sunset Beach, sounds interesting. Sunset Beach was, in fact, quite interesting as Procoptodons haven't spawned here yet, which allowed me to get some basics going. But since every dino is a Procoptodon, it didn't take too long to have one spawn. Hi, okay, I'm dead. Leave me alone! Metal, no, leave me! Going to Sunset Beach wasn't too worthwhile. However, it did grant me an idea, but to act on it I was going to need to grab my items back. I can't even respawn in peace, man. What is this challenge, dude? Dude, I've done Rexes, okay? I've done Karches, I've done Gigas, I've done Megalosauruses, I've done freaking Spinos, and this is the one challenge where I can't even respawn and I die. Are we serious? How? How is the kangaroo this difficult to do? Even Gigas had more empathy, man. And more kindness. What? I can't move 2 meters. Nice. Dude, I can't spawn. What the f is going on? What? Bro, what? Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, I think it's because of the rare flower buff. Because I think if, while you're spawning, you're not considered a threat, like an actual entity or whatever. But if you have the buff, it's like you exist, so they just wanna immediately throw hands, right? Okay, that will make sense. But still, like, it's insane. Yeah, bet you didn't expect Procoptodon Only to be this hard, because neither did I. That was like 6 Procoptodons at once. Okay. Into the forest. Into the respawn screen. Nope, maybe that one. I'm gonna die. Eventually, I managed to lead a few Procoptodons into the water, which turned off their brains and in turn allowed me to grab my items back. Yes, 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 no! No! Well, at least getting them back again was pretty easy. Items recouped. Anyways, time to bring my plan to life. For that, I was going to need some of these. I'm lacking fiber. How? Wait, what? How am I lacking fiber? Going to get the fiber though wasn't as easy. No! 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 Oh no, I stopped them. Alright. Since I kept dying non-stop every time I spawned, I decided to try out the other spawn locations that this map had to offer. Well, to nobody's surprise, they were full of Procoptodons as well. Wait. This is actually very promising. It's not. It's 150. We go again. This looks very, very promising. I like this. Well, it was in fact not promising. Sands of the Four Mouths. Okay. Sands of the Four Mouths also weren't promising. So far, things were going horribly.
Man, I'm gonna break my monitor.
However, after dying one more time, I decided to spawn on the zone lower east coast, which was, you know, a coast. It barely had any resources, but it didn't have any Procoptodons. But because there wasn't anything to harvest here, I decided to go into the water and try to go around to more resources, which didn't work. So I respawned, took my stuff back and tried quickly getting the basics going. This time I also managed to craft the billboards that I wanted, which means that progress might actually happen. Anyway, with the billboards, it was time to trap up a Procoptodon, but definitely not one from there. While looking around though, I did notice this lone one in the top right corner, so without wasting any time, I got to building. Come here man, give me my hides. Yes, he's coming, oh my god, this is actually fantastic. I got him. I freaking got him. We are getting mother freaking hides, dude. How did the volcano come in clutch? I got no clue, but I'm not gonna complain, dude. Oh my god, this feels so relieving after so much time. Give me all the hides you got. After harvesting the Procoptodon, I got 164 hides. Not too many, but just enough for some basic things. Next up, I continued harvesting some local resources such as wood and flint when this happened. No, dude, no! No! Thankfully, this whole zone is a respawn area, which means that coming back was quite easy. Okay, next I wanted to lead the Procoptodon that killed me over to the billboard so that he would be busy while I sneakily took my items back. Perfect, now I go and grab my stuff and I kill them both. Afterwards I crafted a few more billboards so that I could enclose myself in them just in case, and then got to actually killing the Procoptodons. Yeah, see? This is why I enclose myself in things. This guy's a 145, so he might destroy the billboard by the time I kill this guy. With this third intruder attacking my shield, I knew that I had to move quick if I wanted to not die. Oh yeah, he's gonna freaking break it. Nice. What am I playing? What is this game? What is this game? I need metal billboards. But good luck getting the... Spawn me further away challenge. Impossible. Hello boys. Due to how spawn regions work in ARK, every time I died I would keep spawning further and further and further away from where I initially spawned. This normally isn't that big of an issue and it's implemented as sort of a way to not get spawn camped, but in my case I'm gonna get spawn camped regardless. So... Dude, what the... Dude, I f***ing hate this game spawn locations. Why do you keep spawning me further away, dude? This... There's no way. 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 There is no way. There is no way. Dude, this thing, this X, like this spot, isn't even in the circle. No way. No way. Brute forcing deaths didn't seem to work too great, so I tried to spawn somewhere close by, which... I mean, come on, you already know what happened. And even when I managed to survive for longer than 10 seconds and make it into the water, not even that guaranteed me anything, as I would still have to go replenish my stamina. Dude, why do I keep spawning here? Thank you, holy thank you, but I will die on my way back. Surprisingly, I didn't die on my way back, and actually got quite close to retrieving my loot. There's no way you just show up like that, dude! There's no way, I'm actually playing this game, dude! What the fuck? And now I'm back here. Whew. Ah, now we're going back. So it just takes you from the middle point to the furthest point and then back to the start. And this guy just spawned. While trying to escape this kangaroo, I found myself climbing a local rock. Very useful info, I know. I couldn't really do anything here, so I just sat. Then I tried attacking him for some reason, which allowed him to push me off, and then I died. Many times. I'm getting spawned back here. Noticing that, no matter what I did, I couldn't grab my items back, I decided to temporarily abandon them and try spawning at Sunset Beach. Where did you come from? No. Yeah, that didn't go too well, nor did my second attempt. Third attempt didn't exist, as I just tried respawning back in my first location. I have exhausted all spawn locations. There is nowhere available for me to spawn to actually begin and play. Well, this won't work. So because of this, I tried the zonal lower coast one more time, which through the grace of God, spawned me where it was supposed to. Making sure to seize this opportunity once again, I got to harvesting everything I could. Unfortunately, I was going to have to carefully manage my resources as of right now, as I can't really go get more without dying. There were plenty of stones around and twigs, but there wasn't that much thatch. Regardless, I made a few cooking pots for some XP, and just when I thought I was safe... No! You! You! Easy. No, where is he? Oh my god, that actually scared me. Okay, so editor me here. At first I thought he just spawned close by, but I'm pretty sure he fell from the upper level because he got aggroed onto me or something. But yeah, he was gonna get turned into hide in just a moment. Harvesting the Procoptodon gave me 148 hide, which isn't too much, but it should suffice. 6 levels. Woo! Hell yeah. Oh my god, we're actually coming back. Okay, bed. First thing, I don't even care I'm making a bed. With the rest of the hides, I made the refining forge and then harvested the last wooden log that I had access to. Okay, 200 thatch or something, that's what we gotta work with. Since thatch was super scarce, I obviously crafted stone structures. After placing down everything and marking my territory, it was time to acquire some metal. Usually, this step is pretty easy, but this time it wasn't. As I was wandering around my little safe zone, I noticed that I had access to another one of those wooden logs. Okay, so I only have one more of these logs left here. So I guess I just harvest it with the metal pickaxe. Dude, I didn't have to do this much strategizing on freaking Giga only. Like, what? For the metal pickaxe, I was gonna need a Schmitty. Okay, we got the Schmitty going. This is gonna make me one more ingot. Oh, I already have one more ingot. Fantastic. So I can just dump everything in here except the arrows, and I can make the metal pickaxe. Thank you. This should give me like 200, I believe. Never mind. But that's good enough. With the metal pickaxe crafted, I could now also easily farm more metal than with that trash stone one. While I was out smashing rocks, enough metal smelted which allowed me to upgrade my weak bow into a strong crossbow. With it, I felt confident enough to go out and kill my neighbor. But no, seriously. I just killed the neighboring Procoptodon to liberate a bigger portion of the beach and get access to even more hide, more thatch and more rocks. Next, I got to learning a few engrams and noticed that the Procoptodon saddle is expensive. Very expensive actually. But I'll make it work. Next, I spoiled some meat, like everyone does in ARK, as I was planning to make some narcotics. The entire rest of the day was spent farming rocks for metal as there weren't any river rocks nearby. Oh. Forgot that can happen. After mining, the meat finally spoiled, which allowed me to make even more narcotics. And since time passed, metal smelted as well, which allowed me to go make the hatchet as well. Next, I wanted to go to the higher level to get more resources, and the way I was planning to do that was with ladders. Unfortunately, ladders in this game aren't really useful for climbing, which is pretty counterintuitive. That or I'm just stupid and can't use them right, but while I was doing things, I noticed that a nearby rock looked quite climbable. And sure enough, I didn't even need ladders to go to the higher level. There was also a cave close by that, upon closer inspection, wasn't very welcoming. Or at least this entrance wasn't, as it had two entrances. Before going into the second entrance though, I went home to drink some water and craft some pieces of flag. And only after did I actually dare enter the cave. Inside I couldn't see any metal, but I did see some crystal, so I made sure to help myself with some of it. This was also great, as crystals are a reliable way to get rare mushrooms to tame Procoptodons. After that, it was time to leave the cave, but as I was going home, I collapsed due to the heat and dehydration. Yeah, I don't think I'm waking up. Regardless, I took my items back, and since the island was scorching and wouldn't allow me to do anything, I decided to, yet again, spend my day farming rocks. How exciting. After playing Minecraft for the entire day and finding no diamonds, I decided to hop on Dododex to see how many tranks I would need for a Procoptodon, and apparently it was only 15 for a level 150. Yup, we're gonna tame a Procoptodon. In order to tame one, I was gonna need a trap. So I went for the classic doorframe trap, but while building it I noticed that it was a bit too small. Especially if I get 2 or more Procoptodons trapped at once, which is why I spent a bit more time farming to expand it to be twice the size. Oh, and I also made a full flag set, which is something that I just thought I'd point out. Before actually leading a Procoptodon into the trap, I wanted to loot myself, but these guys aren't really patient. GG, you think you're tough, but you are just going to die. 145, oh, you don't die actually, you get tamed. That's pretty interesting. Yes, but before everything, let me just block him in. I don't want to risk anything, because 145 off the bat, that's actually incredible. As I was tranking this 145 kangaroo, one of his friends decided to say what's up. Thankfully, he wasn't very smart, so he just started biting on the trap. Now, I could just continue tranking, but he gave the one I'm tranking mate boost, which means that I would lose a lot more tranks. So, I killed him. GG. Okay, now I can continue tranking this guy. Dude! Okay, at least it's a female, so I don't have to worry about it, because no mate boost. But yeah. GG's, now I can kill this guy. With the Procoptodon knocked, I took a look for my Spitty to see if I had enough rare mushrooms to tame him, and thankfully, I just did. While waiting, I smashed more rocks. After the Procoptodon tamed, I had another problem on my back. You see, the saddle takes 70 metal ingots. Not too many, that is if you have a metal node on standby, which I don't, and since I don't know where I could find that, I went out to look for pebbles. Yes, the coral gives me flint, nice. My exploration led me past the local waters and on the local beach, where I found nothing. So I tried going around the upper side. Dude, that made me jump. Since these guys ambushed me, I ambushed them back. And afterwards try looking in the cave for metal again. Yeah, no, I didn't find anything. But there's no metal! Okay, I'm just gonna go mine rocks, fuck this shit. Since I couldn't find metal anywhere, I figured that the best way of getting it would be to spend a ludicrously amount of time farming basic rocks. At the end of the day, it's only 140 metal, so it should be pretty manageable. It did take forever, it did, and I'm not kidding, but if this is what it takes, then this is exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. I only got 25 ingots out of the 70 that I need. This will take forever. In order to smell the insane amounts of metal I farmed, I invested in some more forges and after placing them down, I just waited. Then after done, I collected the spoils and used them to make the saddle. Oh my god, Procoptodon saddle. If I lose this saddle, I will literally explode. With the Procoptodon saddled, I could now do a bunch of things. For starters, I could harvest a bunch of berries super duper quickly, which is gonna speed up the narcotic production, and I could also farm a bunch of thatch and wood. Moreover, I could also use the Procoptodon to jump my way past any danger and, should I need it, I could also defend myself. But I can't harvest the guys, no. As I was wandering around the local plains, I finally found metal. We have metal, we have metal. Only took a decade to find some, but we have metal. We have so much metal. How do I get rid of these guys though? You know, the easiest way to get rid of something in this game is to just kill it. Afterwards, I also harvested them for pelt and hide, but it was finally time to mine some metal. Oh, this feels so good after not getting anything. Like I literally have enough for another Procoptodon saddle, that's actually huge. Let's go. Dude. Get out. Okay, I guess that's enough. We have 2015 metal. After farming enough metal, I hopped back on my Pteranodon to head home and fill up the forges. 400 in each forge, that is gonna be huge. Afterwards I got to farming some more wood and some more thatch, which gave me a whole lot of levels. But after finishing that, I remembered to name my kangaroo. Okay, and I'm gonna put an explanation on... Actually, no. I'm gonna name him this because I made a community post and some guy said I should name him Robert Irwin and Steve Irwin. So I'm gonna do that and summon all the Australians in the process. With Robert Irwin under my belt, I crafted a bunch of trank arrows so that I could trank, well, more kangaroos. First and foremost though, I was going to want a better crossbow, which surprisingly didn't end up being that hard to find. Blue drops are always the MVP, so I figure I get something good here. Yeah, well, journeyman crossbow. 150, oh, that's pretty bad. But 150 is better than 100, so we'll take it. On the way back, I got attacked by a bunch of kangaroos that I was initially planning to avoid. However, since I got bullied by them enough, I figured that I should stand my ground for once. Dude, this is so good! No more being destroyed by them. Now I destroyed them. Now I harvest them all, for a lot of pelt and a lot of hide. After harvesting them, I made my way back home and then waited for... something. I'm not too certain, but after waiting I finally started ranking more Procoptodons, and the way I was planning to do that was by using rider weaponry, as that way I don't need to build a trap and I can also defend myself, should things go south. Unfortunately, my first knockout was done under water, so this one can be ignored, but thankfully the next ones won't meet the same fate. As a quick parenthesis, in order to get a lot of rare mushrooms to actually tame a bunch of kangaroos, I just went into the local cave from earlier to smash all the crystals that I could. Dude, this is the third time this happened. I'm actually trolling. Oil? Wait, what? This gives oil? Oil? After noticing that I could also get oil there, I made sure to fill my pockets with a bunch of oil as well, as I didn't really know where I could find any. No, okay, well, that should suffice. After exiting the cave, this happened. Oh, what? Hello. But crossbow, yes. 194, yes. Goodbye. And no Procoptodon saddle yet. Kind of worrying. Anyways. With an insane amount of rare mushrooms farmed, I was now free to resume taming kangaroos. I was gonna tame pretty much all low level females that I run into, but I will also need a very high level male. 150 male? Yeah, buddy. 17 points in melee isn't too great for a max level, but it is a max level, so huge chances for redemption. Does have more stamina, although that's not something I care about. Forgot he can just do that. And he's out. Sweet. I don't even need a strong Procoptodon, like the one that I have is enough to beat the boss. But just for fun, I will just have a full army of 20 bred Procoptodons. So I should tame this one, whatever. But yeah, I can just beat the boss with one Procoptodon because of the way I'm planning to beat the boss. But who knows, maybe they might be able to do something. Anyways, back to ranking the creatures. By this point, the max level Procoptodon finished taming, so I went over to check its stats. Stats that were a tiny bit worse overall, but it did have more health, which might help more than the melee. More food, ah yes, perfect, best stat. Regardless, with the male and a bunch of females, there is really only one thing that you can do in ARK. Bro, this guy's literally like the one meme, when you bought a battle pass, something like that, yeah. One beautiful thing when it comes to breeding these guys is that their babies don't need air conditioners as they go through gestation instead, which is gonna save me quite the headache. I'm looking at you, electronics. Next, I named the main breed Procoptodon Steve Irwin, which was again requested by Kate8. I really wanna see what pops out of this guy, I'm so curious. If he has the colors and good stats, which he probably won't, he'll become my new main. Okay, let's see. No, wow, actual horrendous stats. Like all breeding grounds go, bad stat males get cryopoded for later and all females get spared for more breeding. Afterwards, I made a lot more Procoptodon saddles and resumed my taming shenanigans. Oh wait, I can kill my guy, I can just shoot him in the head. Oh, okay. It's a bit stupid. While waiting for this new batch to wake up, I spent that time harvesting all fallen warriors for resources to turn them into saddles. And after they woke up, I instantly took them to Steve Irwin. Next, I started making a bunch of gunpowder as I was planning to use the shotgun for the boss. Mainly as plan B, in the unfortunate case that the Procoptodons just die. By this point, new Procoptodons got born, so I went over to investigate. Once in my life I actually get things I'm looking for, like triplets that are good for the boss. That's incredible. That is actually incredible. With everything going butter smooth at my base, I figured that it was about time I started looking for drops. Now I was basically looking for two main things, Procoptodon saddles and pump shotguns. These should be pretty self-explanatory, and besides these I was also looking for armor and whatever else could be of use. In case you haven't figured it out yet, looting any drop was pretty difficult. Or I mean not necessarily difficult, but rather time consuming, as I had to stop, kill all Procoptodons nearby, and the ones that were chasing me, and the ones that were spawning out of nowhere, to then be able to get the items inside. And I had to do this for every single drop. The pike would have been good to have about 3 hours ago. While wandering around looking for drops, I stumbled across some very good looking trees that, upon cutting down with my kangaroo, dropped rare mushrooms. So I made sure to help myself to a few of those. Well, now it's just a matter of time until I get... What the hell is going on here, dude? We gotta turn back. I am not I mean, it's the swamp. The swamp is always insane when I do these challenges. No! No! We gotta go. Leave me alone. No! Phew, okay, we escaped. If you're unaware, the swamp and redwoods are pretty much always like this, so going through them is gonna be pretty much a death wish. Hide shirt. Phew, huge loot. Luckily, I had a handy right click, which allowed me to push everyone away, but yeah, I don't know how many Procoptodons that can actually handle. While running around, I stumbled across a beaver dam. Yeah, no idea how, but I'm sure as hell not gonna complain. Many colors, but no pump shotgun. Disappointing. Yellow drop with a ring. Yes. That could be my ticket. But it could also be my demise. In order to make it to that yellow drop, I had to go through the swamp. Wow. And this has a ring, by the way. Oh my god, there's so many. Stop! Would I rather be chased by a giant unkillable thing? Or 1000 very, very, very small things that can't be killed? To be honest, I choose the unkillable thing every single time to leave me alone. Oh my god, man. If next video I film, I'll get a Procoptodon saddle blueprint. Or like a Procoptodon saddle, I swear I'll delete my channel. I will die because I'm out of stamina. But I live. How do I even go home from here? Since I didn't know how to go home, the game decided to help me out. I'd rather not die down at the Procoptodons, dude. Well, we gotta go back. Since I wanted to keep the Australian names going, I just googled famous Australians and landed on Hugh Jackman. Fitting. Actually, not really. Anyways, before doing anything with him, I needed to level him up, as otherwise he would just die. With 7k health and 800 melee, I felt pretty dang confident, so I returned to the redwoods. I don't even care, I'm literally going to kill everybody until I get back to my stuff. Not only to get it back, obviously, but to also avenge the fallen kangaroo. That's what you get for killing my guy and killing me. Anyways, let's get to harvesting. I do need some more hide. And I got a lot of work to do here. After harvesting all the dead bodies, it was only obvious that I began making my way home. Keep your... Okay, let's dance. Let's dance. Going home wasn't that easy, as no matter where I went, Procoptodons followed. Good job. Good fucking job, dude. How that... Oh, this guy looks so good! This guy looked so good. But yeah. Congrats, idiots. And I had to make very sure that I don't run out of stamina, because if I did, then I would just end up like last time. With the mountain cleared of enemies, I decided to sit. Sit so that my HP would recharge, obviously. Then, once done, I went right back to drop searching. It was also at this time that the Procoptodons began making me extremely angry. So, I will just let these clips speak for themselves. Iguanodon saddle. Oh my... Dude. When I play literally anything, I get 5 Procoptodon sandals in a video. When I do Procoptodon only, 0. Nah, okay, man. Holy, the whole village is following me. Get the fuck out of here. Nice, good loot. Dude, fuck off! Holy, just leave me alone, man. Holy, dude, can you be more annoying? The swamp also had its fair share of anger to bestow upon me. This has to be bait! This has to be bait! Eventually, I ran out of stamina, and, well, you know what happens when you run out of stamina. No! Oh my god, dude, 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 oh my god, dude! This game. After taking a break and loading back in, I crafted a full set of flak, did some Procoptodon leveling and imprinting, and afterwards decided to take a mate boosted pair to go out. Russell Crowe, because I absolutely love this guy's movies. I mean, movies that he stars in. And you're gonna get named Heath Ledger. I know it's a female, but don't worry about it. Nice, dude. Such good loot. Oh my god, I'm never gonna get that Procoptodon saddle, am I? Nor am I gonna get the shotgun. Okay, if that doesn't have the shotgun, nothing ever will. There's no way it just despawned. After reacquiring my gear as well as the items for my dead Procoptodon, I decided to go home as I didn't really want to lose more stuff. Nice. Nice, even better loot. Nice. What's next? Pike only? Do I really have to do pike only? And I'm not gonna get any pikes then. Yes, dude, this game is so good, man. So good. Crossbow. I already have a crossbow. 2 crossbows, actually. Back at base, I equipped some of the new armor I got, did some more breeding, crafted the fabricator that unfortunately ended up being useless as I couldn't use it to craft any structures, so I just imprinted and then continued looking for drops. That don't look like a Procoptodon saddle to me. Because it's not! Okay, I guess I'll take this, because I will need to farm a lot, so why not? Well, you've seen me rig twice before, and this time it wasn't any different. Anyways, back to looting drops. Nice Paki saddle. How is it not possible to drop one Procoptodon saddle out of this many drops? How? Dude, this is getting ridiculous, man. Come, help me, hello, stupid trash. Procoptodon, help me. Drop this one too, dude. Holy fucking shit, man. This is so annoying, man. Oh, this. No, I need to calm down, After an incredible amount of time, in which I have lost many brain cells and got incredibly angry, I made it to the desert. At first it didn't seem like much, until I realized that no kangaroos spawned in the wasteland. Drops however did, which means that I could continue spending hours looking for drops but without getting harassed by Procoptodons. Okay, maybe I exaggerated the free of Procoptodon harassment part, but you get my point. They keep spawning and popping out of nowhere. How is this fun to play? Look at this guy coming out of nowhere. Next video will be recorded in the mental asylum because I cannot take this shit anymore. Nice, dude. So much loot I need. Oh my days. Yes, of course. Phew, so many shotguns, boys. Oi, shotguns in the chat. Yeah, this is not funny, man. This is honestly not fun anymore. It used to be funny like 30 drops ago, but now it's not really that funny, man. After a long time of nothing, the game gave me this drop. Looks pretty normal until you notice the behemoth gate and gateway. That I demolished for a huge amount of metal ingots so that I could make more saddles later. I guess I'll take the metal pickaxe, that's not bad. Eventually, after tens of drops, I got this. No way! Procoptodon saddle blueprint. Yo! I didn't even know what to say. It's been so long without actually getting anything, I don't really care anymore. But that's one thing I needed. Next I need... I'm not gonna be able to craft this, by the way. This is way too expensive, what? Okay, whatever, I got one saddle, that's good enough. Now I need a shotgun. Game. I won't even look with the spyglass, I'm just gonna go open it. And if I get a shotgun, I will levitate. No ring though, so no chances it's a shotgun. But who knows. Please, dude. Promising. It's with the ring. Dude, this is actually so promising. Please give me shotgun. This thing, please give me shotgun. I'll wait. Please, dude. Gold. Shotgun. God is good. God is good. Hell yeah. Okay. Watch that thing have like 250 and we're in business. We are so in business. 222. Yo. Yo. I used to pray for shotguns like these. Oh, you know exactly what I'm gonna do with this. Dude, you know what I'm gonna do with it. Let me go grab that drop first and I'll show you what I do with it. First thing I did with the shotgun was kill a Procoptodon. With a Procoptodon saddle acquired and the shotgun, I was finally free to return home and start preparing for the boss. Such preparations consisted of making a lot of bullets, farming a lot of wood, placing a lot of campfires to turn said wood into charcoal, and getting the artifacts. Before getting the artifacts though, I would like to show you this. Okay, while waiting, let me make this thing, which I have teased in the beginning of the video, but now I can finally make it. And if I put it on the floor, okay, put it here. Very cool skin, very cool. It's a box. And now if I open this box, I can make 2 shotgun skins. I can make the Vulcan and I can make the Prince Trim. And we're obviously gonna make the Prince Trim. The recipe is also customizable, so it doesn't have to be cooked meat, and it also doesn't need to cost the schmitty things to craft, but if I didn't want to bother with that. So if I put this on, oh yeah, you got the Prince Trim. Okay, the barrel is a little bit very black. Since the Prince Trim skin didn't look too great, I crafted the Vulcan one, which ended up looking way better. Ooh, this one looks so much better. Dude, this looks so good. Oh yeah, we're gonna be using this one. Bruh. Oh hell yeah. Okay, well, let's go, I guess. After queuing some bullets to craft, I felt ready enough to go to the 4 caves. The first cave was right over here. It wasn't anything too difficult to get through, and the only mention was that grapples didn't work. So I just used my Procoptodon. They did work out in the artifact room, which helped me quite a lot with getting the artifact. But after grabbing it, I made my way out and set out to the second artifact. The second cave was even easier than the first one, as all I had to do was just walk straight. Third cave was also very far away, and in terms of difficulty it was easy, but it had a gimmick. The gimmick being that it's pretty much designed to confuse you, because the way you're meant to go is through this little opening where you first enter the cave. Hello. Awesome. Okay, we have one more. To get out of the cave, I just used some of the many grapples that I got from drops. Third cave was located on a very far away beach, and just like last time, its gimmick was that it was filled with loops. The way to do this cave is to find this little hidden crouch point, as after going through it, you're basically at the end. With all artifacts in my possession, it was time to head on back home. Once arrived, I deposited them all, spawned in all the kangaroos that I was planning to take to the boss, and started leveling them up. For stats, I was going for 10k health and as much melee as possible, which in most cases ended up being 550%, which wouldn't really suffice. And this is why I decided to use some more gunpowder as well as some more Procoptodon saddles, and while waiting I took each individual Procoptodon into the local forest to get a lot of levels on them. This process was gonna take a while, so in the meantime I also queued a bunch of shotgun bullets. I think that should suffice. I trust my Procoptodons to do something, to deal a bit of damage. No, I'll make more. I'll make like 800 and then. Since I had to wait for more gunpowder and whatnot to craft, I resumed getting more levels on my warriors. After a very long time of smashing bushes, the last bullet I could crafted. So I took them all, took all the kangaroos as well as the artifacts, and hauled my way over to Red Obelisk. There I deployed everyone, gave myself all the tributes as I can't get them otherwise, and afterwards finally began the final fight with the DINO King. Once arrived in his arena, my plan was to have the Procoptodons attack him while I sat in the cheese spot and shot him until he died. Unfortunately, my jumping skills were pretty bad, so I just decided to fight him with my Procoptodons. The issue was that this boss kept jumping around and spawning a lot of fodder dinos that were very difficult to deal with, mainly due to their health. With Procoptodons dying left and right, I knew that I was going to die as well. So, before going out, I led the king towards the cheese spot. In order to make it to said spot, I had to sacrifice my Procoptodon. A rough way to say goodbye, but if that's what it takes, then who am I to argue? How they always end up shotgunning the boss, I have no clue. And bam! GG's. Now how do I get down?